You're listening to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip.
What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. All right, it's not a victory Monday. We wish it was a victory Monday. That is not the case in this particular situation. But thank you for tuning in. As always, podcast presented by Quick Trip. Like I said, check out that sweet intro I got. If you're listening on the podcast, you didn't see it. All right, so that doesn't make sense. But I got some stuff going over on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. If you're listening on the podcast, head on over to YouTube. Show me some love. You know what I mean? All right, I'm officially partnered. I got a partnership with YouTube, whatever. You know what I mean? YouTube. I've been working at it for a little bit. We got it, baby. All right, but I appreciate everyone who's tuning in, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on whatever you're on. All right, people. I don't know why I kept on rambling on about this, but I want to talk about this game a little bit. All right, I talk a little trash, people. I'm not sure if you're aware of what I do on the internet. I talk trash. I talk trash specifically to Minnesota Viking fans. All right, so they came in droves, bro. They came in swinging off the top rope. They were jumping out of sewers, emailing me. they they were not just responding to comments on old videos. They were emailing me. They got my email from my Instagram or wherever they got it from. Because I got it over. I'm not hiding anywhere. I'm right here, people. I'm gonna talk to talk. I'll take it. But yeah. So they came at me pretty hard. But all I want to say to Viking fans, all right, I made the post after the game. I said, "Congrats, Minnesota Viking fans. You're 5-5." All right. A lot of people didn't like that. Packer fans didn't like that. Like that. That's bad sportsmanship. I'm like, bro, I said congrats, but the fact of the matter is that they're a 5-5 football team. That's what it is. Like, do you think that they're gonna win out? Do people think that they're just gonna go on some crazy run? I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit here. I want to look at the Vikings schedule because I don't even know the Vikings schedule. But I have no. I was listening to Pat McAfee show today. They asked AJ Hawk the same thing. Do you think the Vikings can go on a run? He's like, no. Yes, they have a good football team. Kirk Cousins played well. I'm not gonna make any excuses about that game. They won the game. I'm not gonna talk about the refs, how they didn't call a holding on them, even though they're holding all the time. But, that's how it is. Sometimes you get to calls, sometimes you don't. That's why you win and lose games. Not just the refs, but the ball doesn't bounce your way. They throw an interception. We get a roughing a quarterback. Darnell Savage could have caught a bunch of interceptions. Refs didn't think it was a catch and whatever. Situations happen. You know what I mean? That's how football games are won and lost in the NFL. You know, someone drops a ball, it bounces back into your hands. You know what I mean? It could have bounced the other way and you get one in their hands. That's how you win and lose football games. So I'm not going to sit over here and make excuses, but I think the Vikings are a bad football team. I wouldn't say a bad football team. I think they have very good players, like AJ Hawk said today. They got good football players. They got great receivers. Kirk Cousins on a good day can be a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Their defense is what it is. The Packers offense was struggling, but they second half came out swinging. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. I don't even care. I mean, I care because I don't like losing to the Minnesota Vikings. It sucks. All right. So, Minnesota Viking fans, talking trash, come at me. I'll take it. I'll accept it. I'll eat it. Probably not going to respond to you all though, because that just gives you satisfaction. But I got people responding to tweets that I posted in April, a video I posted in April saying, "Oh, you're over here crying." Like crying, bro. That was in April. I ain't gonna respond to it, but it's like you can't respond to a video I made in April and act like it's a crying video from a game that happened yesterday. It's in November, bro. But talk your talk, because you know what I mean. You deserve it. When you win the game, you get to talk trash. I lose a game, I'm still gonna talk trash, people. That's just what I do. All right. People say that you have to win to talk. I disagree with that completely. I'm gonna talk no matter what. You know what I mean? But the Packers didn't win the game, and that's why you play the game. You know what I mean?
Hello? You play to win the game.
That is exactly why you play, Herman Edwards. I love that clip. I swear I will use that clip on every podcast, every video I make in the forever time. But It is what it is, people. Packers are 8-3, in good shape. Obviously, the injury situation is not good. The Packers have an injury. I should have had that up here, but they had like an injury, a major injury, in like every game this season except for like one game. I saw someone post about that. Man, I should pull that up. I don't have time. I'm not good enough at pulling stuff up yet to like do it mid podcast. I'll just be all like be dead silence because my brain can't do that many things at once. But let's check it out, people. I want to take a little gander. All right, real quick, one time. Uh, I think this is the Packers schedule we're gonna look at first. All right. So the Packers are 8-3, just lost to Minnesota Vikings. All right, 34-31. Up next, they got the Rams. All right, at Lambeau Field, the 3:30 game, which I like 3:30 games way better than noon games. You know what I mean? Sometimes I drink on Saturday night. Got to get up all early. I work at 4 a.m. every day during the week. On my days off, I don't want to wake up that early. All right. Hopefully my Wi-Fi is holding up over here, people. I see my Wi-Fi flickering over there. But yeah. So the noon games are tough for me. I don't. I know that it's like, I like to get up, get energized. You know what I mean? Maybe have a beer during the game, during my live streams, get a little amped up. You know what I mean? Get a little energy flowing. But when the noon games, it's hard to get the energy flowing to like the second quarter. People, I ain't gonna lie, I slept in. Anyways, we got the Rams. That's gonna be a tough game. I know that I think the Rams are struggling a little bit, but I fully expect that to be a war. You know what I mean? That is gonna be a battle, especially with the Packers injuries. We don't know. David Bakhtiari, everyone's asking me, do you know if David Bakhtiari's coming back yet? I don't know. I ain't a reporter. And from everything that I've seen that LaFleur had said, I hope he does. But like they don't know. Like I don't think that they know. I think he said he's day to day, but it's like it seems like forever he's been day to day. So who knows? And you can't get mad. I see Packer fans getting mad about it. Like, oh, it's been this long. We thought this and that. Well, man, we were wrong. They were wrong. Everyone was wrong. Like injuries, it's nagging. They don't want to put him out there. They just gave him like $1 billion. They're not going to put him out there and have him get hurt right away. And even if it's not for the money, he's a very important part going into the playoffs. We don't want David Bakhtiari being out for the playoffs. That would be obviously we know what happened last year. We don't have David Bakhtiari playing these teams with a big, massive rush, defensive rush. So we need David Bakhtiari going to the playoffs. We need him to get right. We want him to be good. You know what I mean? So then the Packers go to a bye. Hopefully, he rests some guys up. Hopefully, he gets some guys back. I don't know. Like I heard Zadarius Smith maybe December, like Ian Rappaport was saying. I don't know if that's like a for sure thing, or if he just heard that. Maybe you know what I mean. That's not like a for sure. I'm not sure if the Packers talked about that. I don't think that they did because they're not gonna start telling people in December. You know what I mean? Like that's just not what teams usually do. They don't want to tell everyone every bit. They say, we'll see. Hopefully he's back soon. You know what I mean? They're not gonna give you a time like that. I mean, a vague one maybe get Bakhtiari. They kind of did, and now look at it, everyone's ticked off. All right, after the bye, they come back to play the Chicago Bears. All right, I fully expect a beatdown, but I fully expect the Bears to come out swinging after he's yelling about Aaron Rodgers yelling about owning the Bears. So I fully expect, but that's at Lambeau Field. So I don't think that the Bears have what it takes to win that game. I'm not sure what's going on with Justin Fields. He got hurt. I think his rib injury or whatever. Rib injuries can be bad for quarterbacks, but they can play through it. But who knows like what they're going to do? He's a young quarterback. Maybe they hold him out. If he can play, if I'm the Bears, I'm playing him. But that's the thing right there. Because I was talking about this. People at work talking about leaving Justin Fields out. You know what I mean? And like having Andy Dalton do the thing because he threw a couple touchdowns and he looked all right. But I was like, dude, these coaches are like they're about to get fired. So if it's me, I'm putting my young quarterback in there. If he's healthy, if he's good to go, I'm putting him back in there because I want him to get those reps. It's a trash season. The season's done. They ain't gonna do nothing this year. What are they? I don't think I have a schedule right here. But I don't think that I think they're like what do they got like 3 wins? I think they're 3-6. I don't know why the record. They should have the record right here. You know what I mean? I'm on NFL.com for crying out loud. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure that actually I do have it right over here. Yeah, the Bears are 3-7 right now. They're 3-7. Their season is over. So I would stick with the young guy if he's healthy. And I don't know. It doesn't matter who they put in there though. The Packers, they're not coming into Lambeau Field being the Packers, but they are going to be amped up. I know that after Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure a lot of the Chicago Bear players didn't appreciate hearing Aaron Rodgers talk about yelling he owns them at, at their house. You know what I mean? So I think the Bears come to play, but the Packers coming off a bye. You know what I mean? They're gonna. It's not to me. It's not gonna be the compare. And hopefully they get some guys back. I don't know when Jair is gonna come back. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. I think it's gonna be closer to playoff time. If I had to guess, which I have no information, but there's so many guys though. Like you can just rattle off. Can we get some of them back? Can we get a couple of them back? Hopefully this Wi-Fi is holding on, people. I see this thing clear. But then we go. After that, we got a noon game, week 15 against the Baltimore Ravens. All right, and that is in M&T Bank Stadium. I think that's going to be a tough game. I think the Packers can win it, but like that's one of those games, like both teams they don't know each other a real lot. I love me some Lamar Jackson, I really do, but I don't. Those teams don't know each other. I think that's like I wouldn't say a coin flip, but that could go either way. But I expect the Packers to come out. The last couple of years under LaFleur, Packers came out the second half of the season just swinging. You know what I mean? So I think the Packers go on a run right here. I really do. Then they play the Browns week 16 at the Saturday game. Saturday game, huh? Oh, that's Christmas. That's why. That's Christmas. 3:30 game on Christmas. The Browns are going to get beat down, bro. That's going to be a beatdown for the Browns right there. But yeah, so we can just skim at that because the Browns are trash right now. The Browns we're trying to come up and do something, and that's at Lambeau Field. That's gonna be a wild game right there. I should go to that game. Then another game at Lambeau Field. Minnesota Vikings. All right, and that's gonna be payback. The Packers are gonna throttle them at Lambeau Field. I have no doubt about that. I think I think the Viking season will be over by then. Probably they might be fighting for a spot. I don't know. It depends how the rest of the NFC does, and we can look at that too. I'm gonna look at the Vikings schedule here and tell you how they're gonna give away this season. But I fully expect the Packers to whoop on the Vikings. The Lions, week 18, the Lions are gonna be packing their bags. They're already ready. They're already done. They're already out of here. You know what I mean? They already got the U-Hauls packed, as they say. U-Hauls all jacked up. Everyone's got all their wives and their girlfriends are ready to go get the party on, and all their friends. They're done. This season's over for them. Uh, so the Lions, I don't expect to have a lot of fight. That's going to be at Ford Field, but you know what I mean. That's good for the Lions at that Ford Field because they're at home. They can just get their stuff, get in the car, head her out. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I think the Packers they got a tough game against the Rams, and I think the rest of those games are fully winnable. And I'm not saying the Rams game isn't winnable. That's gonna be a tough game. That's the toughest game, obviously. And then the Ravens. I think that's about it, bro. I think that Packers can win out over here. I think that Packers can beat the Rams. Like it depends, you know what I mean? These injuries because the Packers have all these injuries, but they keep going though. You know what I mean? They keep there's guys go out. The next guy comes in, and it's like they don't even drop it all. You know what I mean? But that's catching up to them. How long can you do that? And I think this last game against the Vikings kind of proved that. Packers offense did their thing, but the defense did, and the defense has been doing their thing, but the offense really wasn't. If we could get them both on the same page at the same time, it'd be a beautiful thing. But that's not the Green Bay Packer way. We got to have one team doing more than or offense doing it. The defense kind of slackish. Special teams the whole season has been slackish. Like, all right, so here we go. The Vikings coming up next, week 12. We'll fly right through. I'm not gonna delay on this too long. You know what I mean? The Vikings play the Niners next Sunday at 3:30. That should be an interesting game. I think that I'm not sure how the Niners are doing. The Niners are so up and down. It seems like they're. I see that they. Who the hell did they just beat someone? You know what I mean? Let me see if I can check out over here. What is the Niners? The Niners are 5-5, so they're a similar type team. You know what I mean? They're a similar type team, record wise. You know what I mean? I mean, schedule. All right, then they go play the Lions. They'll put up on the Lions. All right, they'll Steelers. They could either or lose to the Steelers. I think the Steelers are falling off though. I really do. I'm just trying to run up here real good. It's a 5-4, like the same thing. Both trash teams. Both teams ain't gonna do nothing come playoff time if they make it. And then they go to the Bears. They probably beat up on the Bears. They go to the Rams. They're gonna get smoked. They play the Packers again. They're gonna get smoked. They play the Bears again. They might. They might. I don't know. It really depends if who's fighting for what at that point. Now, is the NFC falling off and the Vikings have a shot? If the Vikings have a shot to get in the playoffs week 18, I think that they would beat the Bears. It's in Minnesota. But that could be a team that they like split with. But if they're fighting for a spot, I think the Vikings are good enough, barring like injuries or whatever. But so that's what I think about that. You know what I mean? But let's take a look over here at the NFC North. All right, you got the Packers sitting at 8-3, the Vikings at 5-5, the Bears and Lions don't matter, right? So like I saw someone saying earlier, if the Packers were to happen to lose to the Rams, right? They go to 8-4, the Vikings go 6-5, they win next week. Like they can get back in this thing if the Packers fell off and they went on a run. I just don't see it. I've seen a lot of smart people saying that, it could happen. It could happen. I'm not saying that they're wrong. It could. I just don't see it. I do not see the Minnesota Vikings going on a run. So that's why I say all these Viking fans talking trash, 5-5, bro. 5-5. But I respect the Viking fans talking trash. Surprised, the Buccaneers are 6-3, still a lead of that division. Saints are 5-5. Saints got screwed over in some games. I'm friends with a Saints fan at work. He tells me every week how they're getting screwed. They're getting screwed in some games. So the Cardinals are 9-2. I was hoping that the Cardinals were going to lose that game. That's a division right there. The NFC West. Cardinals at 9-2. Rams 7-3. Niners 5-5. And the Niners, who knows, they can crawl back into this thing. I think maybe the Niners and the Vikings are battling it out for a wild card spot. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then obviously you got the Cowboys at 7-3, the Eagles popping up at 5-6. I think that they seem to be doing some stuff. I seen a little bit of them on the Red Zone channel over there. You know what I mean? And the AFC, we got the Chiefs at 7-4. I think everyone thought they were going to be far better. That's why I think this season's wild. Teams that you didn't, the Colts are popping back up. They're 6-5. They were trash for a minute. They weren't doing anything. The Titans 8-3, even with Derrick Henry in action. The Ravens at 7-3. The Ravens game for the Packers. They're 7-3. Whoo! Ravens 7-3. Bengals 6-4. Packers gave the Bengals one of those losses. The Ravens at 7-3, man, they're doing it. That's going to be a tough game too. I didn't realize that they were 7-3. I thought, I don't know what I thought. Maybe 5 or 6 wins, but they're 7-3. What I got to pay attention, people. Patriots climbing back into things at 7-4 wins. The Packers are in good shape. Are in good shape, people. I'm excited. And I have a great guest coming up. Working out some things, trying to get timetable pumped out right here. But I have a really exciting guest. I don't want to say that quite yet, but just know he plays for the Green Bay Packers, people. He plays for the Green Bay Packers right now, and he's not on the injured list. All right, so that's a little hint for you. But I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/Matt Ramage. You can also support on Facebook. I have I think there's like a supporter hub thing on Facebook. If you're into that thing, if you're not, just watching, listening, subscribing on YouTube, that's cool too. But if you want to financially support the show, you can do that in a few different ways. Also, I'm going to be getting an Xbox 5. Hopefully, it'll be in the mail tomorrow. It'll be at my doorstep tomorrow. And I'm going to start streaming some games probably on YouTube. I don't know exactly how you do these things. I'm going to figure it out. Hopefully on YouTube or Twitch. I don't even know, bro. I have to like YouTube it and figure out how you stream like after I get the thing. But I'm trying to do some stuff, people. All right. I actually have a few good guests come up. One's a Green Bay Packer, and then Alex Strofe. I think we're gonna connect again. A Packer reporter who shall remain nameless just for a little bit. I don't like saying names until I get it locked up, locked down, because then if it doesn't happen, I feel like they're, like they bailed on me or whatever, you know what I mean? So until it's a final deal, I don't like to say names. But it's someone who I've been wanting to talk to for a long time, does a good job over there at the Packers. And, dude, appreciate y'all listening. See you next time, people. See you next time.
You're listening to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by Quick Trip.